My name is Kyron, and welcome to my video podcast, 2 Master Keys of Success that you were punished for doing as a child. And in this video podcast, I show you the 2 most powerful success keys that you must absolutely do as an adult that you were punished for doing as a child. And because we were punished for doing these things as children, most people struggle in life because they're afraid of getting punished as if they are still a child. So enjoy my video podcast, 2 Master Keys of Success that you were punished for doing as a child. My name is Kyron, and I help success-minded people create the happy, healthy, wealthy, and abundant lifestyle you love. In my videos, podcasts, articles, books, etc., guidance, support, I reveal all available at my website at zakyron.com. I reveal the master keys of success, business, money, leadership, relationship, the law of attraction, so that you can create the healthy, wealthy, abundant lifestyle you love. All right, so here we go. 2 master keys of success that you were punished for doing as a child, that if you do them as an adult, you will actually succeed. And if you would have been taught to actually do them in a proper way, you would be able to succeed now as an adult. And these 2 success keys are copying, yeah, that's right, copying, and making mistakes. So, number 1, copying. In school, you were punished severely if you copy someone else's work, which has a good intention to make children think for themselves and do their own study. But in the world of business and success and wealth, a major key of success is to not copy their work, but copy what they actually did to succeed. So this key of success of copying is to find someone who has what you want and who knows what you need to know, and copy their every move, to literally walk in their footsteps. And you, by copying the people that have already succeeded, that already have what you want, and who have been where you are, you can succeed just like them. Even successful businesses are designed to be copied to achieve success. Franchises and network marketing are 2 classic business examples that if you follow their system of success and copy word for word, step by step, everything they tell you to do, and copy the people in the business that have succeeded, your chances of success are quantumly improved. But if you try to do things on your own and reinvent the wheel, you're going to struggle and fail. And the more likely that you follow in their footsteps, the more you will succeed. Success training in general is the same thing, as well as investing and starting out in a new business. If you follow and copy successful people in those fields, your chances of success are quantumly improved. But if you don't study and you don't copy every move of those successful people, your chances of failure are quantumly improved as well. Your failure is improved rather than your success is improved. So because most people are not taught in school to follow and copy the moves of successful people, most people struggle financially their entire lives. The fear of copying doesn't train people for anything but employment, where in order for you to learn a job, you must copy the person who knows how. Let me read that over again. The fear of copying other people's work doesn't even help people and train them for employment, where usually when you get a new job, you actually have to follow the orders of somebody else, and you have to follow what the other person ahead of you did. You must copy the person who knows what they're doing so that you can do the job correctly. So that is an obvious failure in our educational system. So if you want to succeed in life, you must become teachable and coachable. And you must get advice only from people who have what you want and who have been where you are. Instead, most people seek advice from people who know nothing about what they're doing. Most people seek advice from people who know nothing about what you need advice about. They seek business advice from people who have never been in business at all. They seek relationship advice from people who have bad relationship and divorces and so forth. They seek money advice from broke people. They seek health advice from unhealthy fat people. And that is just plain stupid. So don't be afraid to copy every single move of people you admire and who have what you want and who have been where you are now, and follow their success guidance. All right, number 2, mistakes. In school, you are judged and condemned and punished for making the littlest mistakes, and even told you are stupid for making those mistakes. Again, perhaps this is well-intentioned to motivate people to apply themselves, but negative enforcement does nothing but create more negativity and causes children to hate themselves and fear being punished. And anytime you fear something, will you end up doing it? Because the law of attraction gives you more of whatever you're focused on. No one should ever be scolded for making mistakes. Ever, 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 ever. Instead, they should be applauded for getting things correctly and taught to learn from their mistakes. Children should be taught that mistakes are good if you learn from them, because this would prepare them for real life, because in real life you make a lot of freaking mistakes. And they're not mistakes if you learn from them. In real life, it is guaranteed that you are going to make lots of mistakes in regards to love and relationship and employment and business and money, etc. But the key to success is not punishing yourself because you made a mistake. The key to success and happiness and wealth and health even is to look at mistakes merely as education and wisdom, because mistakes are not mistakes at all if you learn from them. They're not mistakes at all because they give us clarity about what we don't like and don't want, and they show us how to do it right the next time and focus on what we do like and do want. Most people are so traumatized by their childhood education and being beaten and rejected and scolded and punished for getting things wrong that they're deathly afraid of making any little freaking mistake in life, and so they do nothing remotely risky where they could possibly make a mistake for fear of screwing up and being punished and ridiculed and rejected by their supposed friends and family and lovers and teachers and so forth. That's why so many people are afraid of doing side businesses or following their dreams that are outside of the walls of safety of classical employment and the steady paycheck and the promise of supposed security in employment. They're afraid of making a mistake, afraid of losing their money, afraid of being ridiculed and rejected by people, afraid of being told they were stupid. But in the world of business and money and relationship and life in general, for that matter, if you are not making mistakes, then you are not learning and you are not growing. In the worlds of relationship, love, and sex, and business, and money, and investing, and freedom, and career, and profession, and arts, etc., it is imperative to your mastery and success that you get busy making a ton of mistakes as soon as possible so that you can learn the valuable lessons about how to do things right and create your life how you want it to be. Because if you don't know how you don't want your life to be, then how are you going to discover how you want your life to be? I'm going to say that again. If you don't know how you don't want your life to be, then how are you going to discover how you do want your life to be? If you don't know what you don't want, how are you going to discover what you do want? And how are you going to know what to do to give you what you want? So, mistakes, quote unquote, are the key to your success. Making lots of mistakes are the key to your success, and especially learning from your mistakes. So you don't keep making the same mistakes over and over again like most people do, because they're so deathly afraid of being punished for making little mistakes from their traumatized childhood, which has become a self-fulfilling prophecy for so many people, because whatever you fear, you will attract more of whatever you are afraid of to come to you. If you fear making mistakes, you will certainly then make a lot of them. But you won't learn from them and stop making those mistakes until you can get over your fears about them, and to where making a mistake is no big deal. It's just part of the journey. It's just a step to the top of the mountain. It's just another step, no big freaking deal. So, to master anything, whether that is an art or a sport or a profession or a business or investing or even relationships, you must embrace mistakes as just part of your mastery of that field. Every professional athlete became great by missing more shots than getting those shots. They fell down a lot, but every time they got back up, dusted themselves off, licked their wounds, and learned how not to fall down again. Most rich business people have had at least one bankruptcy. I've had two of them. One in the United States and one in Australia, but none of them gave up, just like I didn't give up. None of them gave up when they lost everything and became a wino. No! They got back up, dusted themselves off, bandaged their wounds, and got back on the proverbial horse again and again and again. In other words, they never, ever gave up. No matter how many supposed mistakes they made, they kept shooting, they kept practicing, they kept starting new businesses, they kept entering competitions, they kept writing the books, they kept painting the paintings. I've gone through zillions of businesses to finally get to the place where I am successful. But the average person is so deathly afraid to copy anyone or make a mistake that most people never become a successful business person or do anything entrepreneurial or anything outside of the normal sort of employment realm and just trading hours for dollars. And they'll just be employees and work hard till the day they freaking die. And therefore, they'll never ever achieve any degree of financial freedom and fulfillment in life, because to achieve financial freedom, you must copy those people who have already achieved freedom. And then you must go on the adventure of freedom, which means you will make lots of mistakes along the way. Some people make an attempt to get out of the rat race and do something outside of the typical structure of employment, like joining a network marketing company or doing an affiliate marketing company or selling something online or trying some sort of side business. But as soon as they get one freaking rejection, especially from somebody they love, which feels like they made a mistake, which feels like they got kicked in the gut, they quit, because they can hear their parents and teachers and clergy and friends scolding them and judging them and ridiculing them and rejecting them and calling them stupid. And that old childhood judgment and punishment may even still exist in their adult lives. It does for a lot of people. If they're surrounded by similarly traumatized people who never got over their disempowered childhoods and never learned the lessons of success, and even as adults, they may be judged and ridiculed by parents and siblings and friends, especially if they're doing, something as crazy as pursuing an outlandish dream, such as singing or acting or starting their own businesses, etc. But anyway, if you're ready to finally grow up, get over your traumatized childhood, and become empowered, then it's time to let that childhood go. It's time to stop listening to ignorant, judgmental people and follow your own guidance and your own path and your own dreams. It's time to start following in the footsteps of greatness rather than mediocrity. And it's time to make your mistakes and your failures become, instead of a big failure in life, make those failures, they're just little failures, little steps, make them priceless. Make them become priceless education and wisdom that makes you wise and happy and prosperous and ultimately happy and free. So I hope you enjoyed this video podcast. If you got something from it, share with your friends. Bless them with these amazing teachings. Come visit me at zakairan.com for more self-empowering goodies to help you become a conscious, deliberate creator of reality. My name is Zakairan, and I help success-minded people create the happy, abundant lifestyle you love. Thanks again for watching this video or listening to this podcast. And I wish you immense joy and abundance on your magnificent journey of divine creation. And remember to make life a holiday. Woohoo!